Another edition of Scattered Matches 101. Today we're going to see Ron Eisenband versus Wesley H, and should be a good matchup. I believe there's the lower bracket lower bracket round 2, and the winner of that will face the loser of Amrit versus Logan. So I'm just waiting on bans, it looks like. And yeah, till then, we see that Ron's bringing Druid, Hunter, Paladin, and Warrior versus Wesley's Druid, Rogue, Paladin, and Warlock. So, see, Ron here is running Spell Hunter, crazy strong deck, Taunt Warrior, Token Druid, which is really strong, although I've never figured out how to play that deck. I'm like terrible at this. Looks like bans are going to be Warrior and Druid, so that will be Ron's Taunt Warrior, and then Wesley's, I believe, Token Druid? Yeah, that would be Token Druid from Wesley. Alright, let me quickly update the overlay to reflect that. Remove the Token Druid here, and remove the Quest Warrior here. Perfect. Looks like they're just about to get into their first match, so we'll see how it goes. Whenever they get in. Anyways, Wesley's bringing Token Druid's banned, so Wesley's bringing Odd Paladin, Odd Rogue, and Zulok. A very aggressive set of lists. I approve. Looks like they are getting into a match presently. Alright, looks like Logan's playing Rocket League, so this will probably be a solo cast for now, maybe forever. And we see Token Druid versus Odd Paladin. I can pull up the exact matchup numbers, but my gut tells me that this has to be a Token Druid favorite matchup. Spreading Plague is so strong, the Druid can outflood the Paladin, and Paladin just doesn't really have a good way of getting through. Let me quickly adjust the overlay so that we're showing the correct Paladin deck for Wesley. Here we go. Zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Reporting for duty. Not a particularly strong opening hand for Wesley here, but it'll do. Ready to feed. And we do have a fairly decent opening hand for the Paladin. I mean, here I think you just want to blow as many cards as possible, so you can get a quick Divine Favor off, especially try to outrace the Spreading Plague, which we see isn't even in Ron's hand. And so yeah, looks like we're going to see Argent Squire, Atris Veteran. I approve of this line. Very good with this. Also, Volcano hype. I can't really stop myself. So we see Ron is running Diversion with Power of the Wilds instead of Wraths. I'm not particularly good at Token Druid, so I can't really tell you which one's better. I think Wrath is really good against decks like Shaman, where it lets you snipe their Flame Tongue Totems. While Power of the Wild really lets you snowball boards even harder. So Ron's just going to be doing his best to stay alive here. He knows that he has inevitability late game, and Paladin has no real way of dealing with his large boards. So I think his goal here is just to remove as much as possible. I wonder if we're going to see Hero Power Spellstone or just Hero Power. I'm going to quickly consult with Vicious Syndicate just to confirm my suspicions on the quality of this matchup, but I'm almost certain that it's Druid favored. And VS does, in fact, agree with me that it is very heavily Druid favored. Looks like at rank 4 the Legend, this is, let's see, Token Druid versus Odd Paladin is a 69% win rate. Swipe is a great pickup here, although he's not going to be able to kill the Argent Squire, which is a problem. So we might just see an Oaken Summons. Yeah, we will. We see he's running 1 Ironwood Golem and 2 Violet Teachers, which I believe is fairly standard in these token Token Druid decks, and so he pulls a Violet Teacher. It's interesting. Obviously, Ironwood has Taunt, but Violet Teacher has almost Pseudo Taunt, and we'll see whether or not Wesley wants to kill this. Sacred Maul pops up as usual, the worst Maul. And I wonder if we're gonna just see Hero Power instead of the weapon and go face, or if he's gonna actually trade in. Looks like he is gonna trade in. He respects the threat that the Violet Teacher poses, and so this board is gonna get swiped right off. There's no way that Ron leaves this board alive going into turn 5, knowing that level up's a possibility. We see there's a Corridor Creeper that's gonna get big. We might see like Corridor Creeper Fungomancer here, which is pretty strong. He can also decide to play it slow and do... Ooh, Corridor Creeper Hero Power Champion's Wall is also pretty crazy. Champion's Wall is a great pickup here. And on the Druid side, like Malfurion's absolutely insane in this matchup, one of the strongest cards here, but you know that he's thinking, alright, another edition. Oops. Forgot to mute my own stream. I guess I know that's working. Anyways, so Malfurion's really strong here, but you know he's wishing that he has Spreading Plague in his hand. With 4 Silverhand recruits, you're always terrified that you're gonna get level upped. Luckily, we see that there is no level up in the hand of Wesley, only a Fungomancer and a Stormwind, which are still pretty scary, but you know, not nearly as terrifying. Even if he Fungomancers, he has to trade 2 minions into the... Actually no, he can Fungomancer and use Corridor Creeper and the weapon to clear out the Ironwood while preserving his minions, and I think that's what we're gonna see here. Yep.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going, Logan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so
along with the low quality stream, I'm hoping this is game 1.
This is game 1, yep. Yeah, so on Ron's side, his Taunt Warrior was banned, and then Wesley's Token Druid was banned.
Alright.
And so we're seeing a matchup that traditionally is very Druid favored, but he hasn't got a particularly good opening, and the Odd Paladin here is pushing tempo really hard. This board is starting to look real scary. And yeah, Ron's just continuing to draw empty. Like, Oaken Summons he only has 1 Violet Teacher left in his deck, and that's what it's gonna pull.
I actually think just a Wild Growth and Hero Power here would be okay. You're not gonna die, and then you can roll into UI, which is a pretty good card.
Yep, I think I agree. I would also be okay with Violet Teacher Power of the Wild, but I think Hero Power is fine. Let's see, he's facing down 16 damage on board. And so yeah, even a Leroy wouldn't kill him, for example. Oh wait, this Odd Paladin is not even running Leroy, never mind. I sort of just assume every deck runs Leroy. Oh, Vine Cleaver is pretty crazy here. Yeah. It's the highest value card in this deck by far. We see that he is running Stonehill, so yeah, the other really strong thing would be like Stonehill and Deterrum.
He also gets a ridiculous trade with a Vine Cleaver plus the 2/1 recruit.
Yeah. Or you can just use Vine Cleaver to push 12 damage to face. Like I wouldn't even be opposed to that.
I don't know, like again, I came in late, but has the Token Druid really expended too many of the scary things it can do?
No, it's expended none of the scary things it can do, because he's drawn into none of it. It's been pretty clear that the Druid has not drawn Spreading Plague, you know. Savage Roar is another dead draw. Like, are we gonna see a UI here? UI is gonna put him on 29 HP, facing down 18 damage on board. Alright, now we're starting to see some of the Token Druid degeneracy. But
so let's see, he doesn't quite die to
level up, yeah. Yeah, but he would need like level up plus a +1 attack maul or something. Oh, Divine Favor against UI is crazy, and he does pull the level up. Oh, he pulls 2 level ups. This is brutal. You're going straight face here.
At least for Ron, there is a Spreading Plague on the other side now.
Yep. But
And actually, I disagree with that that Atris onto the recruit because now the ghoul can trade.
yep. Although with Ron on 2 HP, this is still looking rough. Like because even like spreading swipe doesn't do that much here. And not sure I see a better play for him. He's gonna spreading. Order doesn't matter too much here. It's gonna summon 5 scarabs either way.
Yeah. Good news for Ron, at least, is since we're playing Conquest, I'm sure Token Druid can get a win somewhere else.
I mean, I'm like 0 and 5 with that deck, so you know, my opinion is that no, this deck sucks and it's never gonna win against anything. I wonder if he's gonna branching just to get some health. Although, I feel like that's incorrect.
I was actually thinking branching +1 attack and then +6 armor is decent because it trades off with the Atris and Silver Hands.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna go for armor, it looks like, and then does he have time?
I understand all armor.
Yeah, but I think you're right. +1 attack is nice.
I guess with swipe in hand, he doesn't really care as much.
I mean, he still does a little bit because +1 attack plus swipe means they can kill the Stormwind. If the Stormwind goes into a 1/5, so I still like the +1 attack.
So Raid Leader also helps a lot with a couple trades here.
I mean, so does like, you know, hero power level up again. Or attack with Vine Cleaver level up again. This is so dirty.
I do see that Wesley made the mistake of playing the Sacred Maul instead of Divine Maul.
So here's the thing. From my experience, Sacred Maul is the only maul that's legal to put in Odd Paladin. The other mauls must all be even or something. I'm not sure what's up there. I don't think there's a winning play for the Token Druid here. Like, you want to draw in a second Spreading Plague maybe, but then what?
Yeah. UI takes some damage off. Well, actually, wait, can he survive with UI? Like,
UI pulls him to
a lot. But...
UI puts him to 19 health, and it takes a lot of damage off the board by clearing the Stormwind. I think UI does make him survive, yeah.
UI actually takes 12 damage off this board.
Yep, it's almost definitely to play.
Trying to think, just the swipe is also pretty decent. You could do like swipe, hero power, one thing down.
Yeah.
Take one, but then you're in the exact same position next turn.
Yep. I really like the UI here. Although, I think it comes back to, you know, the decision last turn to not give +1 attack, because now swipe can't kill the Stormwind champion. And we're gonna see another rope turn. It is gonna be a swipe. He's technically alive. Wait, no he isn't.
No.
No he isn't. Yeah, that was...
I think did have a chance there to pull it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a rough loss, but it happens. Token Druid. I'm just gonna continue to maintain that this deck sucks. Stats are lying. So, Wesley's now at 1-0, and he's free from his Odd Paladin, which is also a terrible deck that no one should ever play.
Are you bad with Odd Paladin? That seems pretty close to your kind of deck.
Nah, Odd Paladin is a filthy, pretentious excuse for an aggro deck.
Too much value in it.
Makes us honest aggro players cringe.
Alright, so let's see, what were the bans again? We had Warrior...
Warrior and Druid.
Okay.
And now we're gonna see Odd Rogue. So Wesley went down my path, which is playing a 4 aggro lineup. So I can't approve of that.
I'm really interested that we have 2 people bringing Zoo.
Yeah, I know. With all the powerful Warlock decks in this format, Zoo is not one of them.
I was going to say, Zoo is probably the 3rd Warlock deck I would choose to bring.
Like, just anecdotal evidence, I won my first 6 games of Q-Block having no idea how to play the deck.
None will survive.
I considered bringing Q-Block to this tournament, but I figured so many people would that I wanted to try to stand out by bringing Evenlock, but then Evenlock got really popular.
Yeah, and like, I think no one's bringing cubes.
The light protects.
I thought I saw one, maybe from Ong, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yes, Ong does have Q-Block.
Yep. I mean,
Alright, but for the game at hand, it looks like Ron's drawn a bit better this time. We see Wild Growth, maybe a couple rough turns.
yeah, but
Variant's good.
look at this hand from the Rogue. Flappy into Hench Code Blood.
That's, yeah, that's also pretty good.
So, Spellstone's a good pull because it lets you kill Flappy right now, and you need to kill Flappy right now. I actually would have liked to see the Hench first, perhaps. It almost like clears the way for the Flappy, but I've always struggled a little bit in terms of which one to play first.
I think both are valid. The thing here is the Druid couldn't do something like Branching Paths, Coin. Well, I don't know. I think they're both valid.
Either way, a lot of damage coming the way of the Druid's face. And we see he doesn't have all that much in hand to do anything about it. Like, Violet Teacher Coin Hero Power is not a particularly palatable play here. Neither is 5 mana 4/4.
Yeah, I probably spoke too soon saying that Ron's hand didn't look bad.
It looks real. Thing about Soul of the Forest is it's not so good when you don't have anything to use it on.
Ooh, trading. Okay, that makes sense.
I would have also been okay with going face. And we'll see. I like to see that he's holding onto the Dire Mole. No reason to play into Plague. You have lethal on board anyways.
It's also a great activator for like if he draws a Vile Spine or even just the SI.
Yep. Although on the flip side, it does mean that he loses 1 damage against this turn. Which isn't the biggest deal. I think we're gonna see Blink Fox SI. Yep.
Let's see. Ooh.
That is a really good card. I've also gotten totally wrecked by like Blink Fox into Savage Roar before. But this is... Ron is not gonna account for this. Actually, I think Ron's just dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he can
Concede. Bottom right.
Hero power down 3/3 if he wants, and then gain 12 armor and be right back here next turn.
I'm personally more of a fan of the Hero Power Concede, but we'll see if he plays it out. I don't want to be a downer, but I'm already updating the overlay.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure the Branching Paths kills him. Yeah, he is confirmed dead.
Yep, Branching Paths is plus 8 damage.
We'll
plus...
see if Wesley can spot this complicated lethal turn. I think he's got it.
Alright, he's gonna draw, and then he's gonna draw again. And he's gonna lose internet connectivity. Nope.
That's a pretty big Argent Squire.
I think that Squire's probably put in like 18 damage this game or something.
I was watching a bit of DreamHack today, and they were mentioning how people a lot of times hold Cold Blood waiting for lethal, but seriously, like an early Cold Blood on Argent Squire, especially against something like Druid, can just be disastrous.
Yep. My policy on Code Blood is if it gives me one face hit with the possibility of another one, that's more than worth using.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. Alright, so Wesley has...
just the Zoolock left. And so the good news for Ron is Zoo does not have a particularly good matchup against any of his decks. The bad news for Ron is Zoo can high roll anything.
It's very true. Let's see.
We got Keleseth, we got Fledgling. This is definitely a high roll Zoo.
So actually, at least HS Replay says Zoo is favored against Token Druid, which
Well,
I think is interesting.
I can see it, yeah, because Zoo tends to have a lot of minions, but a lot of them are pretty threatening. Although I'm interested to see that he threw away his Fledgling. I'm not sure about that in the mulligan.
Alright, well, I have to restart my spectator because I've got a giant Kobold Librarian on the board.
Excellent. Well, you're not missing much. Turn 2 is just Firefly, Firefly, hit face. And Ron is, you know, sort of dead hand. He can hero power. I don't think he's drawn it to ramp a single time this series, which is just really unfortunate.
He did have Wild Growth last game, but not much else.
Yeah. On the other hand, this is not a particularly inspiring hand from Wesley. A bunch of one-attack minions look nice, but you know, it's not like this. It's not like Warlock has Flame Tongue Totem or anything.
Yeah, I guess he's working his way towards a Sea Giant, but
Do you think we see
playing-
coin summons? Looks like it's coin summons.
I was gonna say I like it. Otherwise, you're basically doing nothing.
Yep. And it upgrades both spellstones. Violet Teacher, so he has one more Violet Teacher and one Ironwood, but it instantly gets silenced off the top. Ouch.
And I actually think this is looking decently fine for Ron now.
Yeah.
He's got like one upgraded Jasper Spellstone that he can
He has
use.
two. He has two upgraded Jasper Spellstones.
That's true. Yeah, I think throwing one out on the Spellbreaker and just controlling board is fine for now, so you can ramp next turn.
I think I'd rather see a swipe then, because Spellstone costs 1 mana and it's better at picking off like some of the bigger minions in this Warlock deck. Whereas swipe doesn't really have that much to kill. We've already seen one Glacial Shard come out, I think. Wait, nah, never mind, we haven't. But Glacial Shard's the only 1 health minion other than the Librarian. Yeah, we are gonna see the swipe. I think I like it.
Well, Fungalmancer is normally a pretty good card, but doesn't feel too good right here.
Yep, and he's just gonna play Dark Iron, which does the same thing, but isn't committing your Fungalmancer. And has a bigger body.
+2/+2, -1 mana.
Yep. That is a card that Ron wants to see. Do you think we see Nourish ramp now that he sees Spreading Plague and he feels a little more comfortable with his hand?
I like Nourish Ramp, and again, I think I would just commit a Jasper Spellstone just so
Yeah.
your opponent doesn't have anything to do, really.
I agree, I really like that. Nourish, ramp up, Jasper, the next turn you can Malfurion, and it just feels... Next turn you can Malfurion Jasper for 6 too. So that clears out like Despicable Dreadlord if it comes out.
So, like, now you do have the Fungalmancer, but you kind of have to commit the Glacial Shard to get value.
Yep.
Interesting, it doesn't matter here, but changing to a Death Knight does remove freeze effects.
Interesting, I did not know that. I think Death Knight is fairly obvious here.
Yeah,
Like, you're still gonna get the Plague off next turn.
yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, just being able to ramp here into UI is,
Oh, I
UI is
see.
such a good card, but
That's true. Plague Wild Growth is really crazy.
if you do that, then you're basically waiting. Okay, I was gonna say that the issue there, I do not.
Wow. No. Me neither. this feels like the worst of both worlds.
Yeah. I think we're probably gonna see a giant this turn.
Oh yeah. Like
Probably for free.
I mean, or like Fungomancer Giant is 7 mana exactly.
Fungalmancer, Flame Imp Giant.
Yep.
And I mean, now you've even seen... Okay, I was gonna say you've seen one Plague, but...
Yeah. I feel like that's just a misplay, not playing to Imp, but don't have a particularly strong opinion here. Alright, now do you play Malfurion? I feel like with Malfurion, you can actually go for Poisonous here and not feel too bad about it.
That's true. Yeah,
You go Malfurion, Poisonous, and then Hero Power and trade the 1/1 into the Saturnite. And that's really strong. Yep.
Okay.
Well, we have more scheduling bad news, it looks like.
Yeah. Ooh, second giant normally would be pretty good. Let's see. I think he can... Can he hide behind a Serenite?
Yeah, Flame Imp Giant or something. Or tap Serenite Flame Imp Giant.
If only he had had that Flame Imp out last turn.
Yep. Well, he can UI one of the Saturnite boys, which is probably what we're gonna see.
Trying to think. He can also just hero power, but then he's basically doing nothing else on his turn. So yeah. I like it.
I guess you could do like Whispering Woods, Power of the Wild, hero power.
That's actually a good point. That might force some awkward trades.
Yeah, because that gets you somewhat of a board.
Because you're basically just saying, hey, if I draw UI, you lose.
Yeah, I like that. And then UI lets him refill anyways.
I feel like I'm still slightly leaning towards the UI, but I think there's a few different really good choices here.
Yep. Oh, Ron's running out of time. Roping and losing is the worst line here. And he is going to go with the UI.
Okay.
Gonna quickly trade. Enter button is green, so nope.
Well, I kind of like trading off the small guys and playing double Flappy here.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems very, very strong. I would have also been okay with Flappy plus Creeper. This board is very scary. Plague.
So here I would... let's see, you're not... Let's see, at worst you're facing 20 damage, I think. Is there a Leroy? Well, if not, then I guess you die too.
I feel like if I'm Ron, I'm actually starting to calculate potential from behind lethals now.
Well, I was going to say just Whispering plus Soul plus Hero Power 1 Flappy seems really good here.
Or even Plague Soul. What do you think? Plague Soul, he can get +4 attack for each of his guys next turn.
Well, the reason I like Whispering
or +5.
How do you, like, your opponent literally can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, the best they can do is put up a couple taunts, and you've seen double Serenite.
Yep. Looks like he's gonna go Plague for safety. I think I need to quickly look up this Warlock deck list to see. It does run double Doomguard, but no Leroy. Okay, well he goes for none of the above. I don't think I like this, but it's not the worst. He can still do the same Whispering Soul next turn. Never mind, I actually do. No.
I think if we'd seen Whispering Woods, Ron could have threatened lethal this turn.
Yep. I think he wins the game if we do that. If he does that. and now it's gonna be harder. Because Whispering Soul next turn can actually sort of... still not the worst.
Okay. Oaken Summons is a pretty good draw.
Is it though? Does he even
wait,
have
he's got
anything
Violet.
left to pull?
Never mind. I thought the Violet Teacher was still in his deck.
Yeah. So we can see like Violet, Wild Growth, Soul. Or no, Violet, Wild Growth, Excess Mana, Soul rather.
Yeah. And then you're still not... You're not dead, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also be perfectly fine. Just trade in your one Scarab, Whispering Woods, Soul of the Forest, heal up a little bit, and then you can threaten lethal this turn. Like, you've still got it.
Yep. Like, there's so many different paths to lethal here.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
And this is none of them.
Oh, okay, so he does run the golems as well.
Yeah, he has one golem. I don't know, it feels like the least robust of all the boards that he could have made.
I think I'm fine with this one.
Second Dreadlord's gonna...
And another Snap Librarian has, it's just in the middle of my screen, taking up everything.
Yep. Nice.
Oh, there we go. It's been fixed. I think you trade off the Fledgling just because you've already seen...
I think Ron just won. Wait, no, never mind. What am I saying?
Yeah, the double.
Yeah.
But if he had played Whispering Soul, the double doesn't get it.
Yep. I feel like Ron definitely should have won this game. I think he's going to lose it.
He could have played double branching plus Savage Roar. Or wait, that's a little too much.
Right.
But
Yeah, the point still stands. He's facing down 16...
21.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus
21 plus...
Soulfire
potentially
Dreamguard.
another 9, yeah.
But at least 5.
Web.
This is so rough.
So I think you have to start by drawing.
Is this the turn he finally goes for Whispering Soul?
This hurts me.
Yep. I mean, if you Whispering, you have to Soul, otherwise this is literally pointless.
Death is eternal.
Okay,
So plagued.
Soul is just required here, unless
Yep.
you just didn't want that card in your hand.
Yep. Soul, and I
then-
think you kill the Creeper.
Think
Oh,
you-
actually, does
I
that
think you just
does
get
that kill
armor.
him? Yeah. Might have the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does armor.
So there's 19 on board. Ooh. One
No.
off lethal.
Yeah,
Or
so
wait,
he has
no,
guaranteed 9 damage from hand.
Yeah. The one minor issue with the damage from hand is that you're
Yeah.
also guaranteed to throw away Gul'dan.
Yep. Like, if you do that, you are all in. Like, you have committed every single high value card in your deck. Does Ron win from here? Wait, no. So, if you're Wesley, you have to start trading off minions. You trade off everything. You trade off all the minions and you go Dan.
Yeah.
So many.
Wait, that's actually really good. Except you don't have a way to kill off your other Dreadlord, but that's okay. I guess it's still gonna
Yeah,
go
you
off.
you still have 2 Dreadlords, so you can kill off 5. Essentially, you're
That's-
facing
yeah,
down
really
2
good.
2/1s on board.
Watch this Sea Giant go into a 1/1.
Yep. But this is still, I think, the only play where Wesley survives.
What a world we live in.
Yep.
I think if this play was made about 3 turns earlier, we'd be looking at a very different game.
You know, if that was the second Savage Roar, I think it'd still be lethal, right?
Oh, that's true. He's down to 17.
Nah, double Savage Roar would have been 1 off lethal, I think.
So I like probably Nourish. Swipe is still decently good here.
Oh, he goes for the smaller fish. He does actually get the second Savage, which does not do anything anymore. You have to clear off Dreadlord somehow. I think you commit a Savage Roar after potentially nourishing. I'm also fine with this. You Savage Roar hero power.
Death is eternal.
You definitely have to Savage Roar.
Is not.
And you can clear off both Dreadlords.
Yeah, this is really good actually. So I feel like Ron can potentially just win by armoring forever now, depending on how this goes. There are the Doom Guards, but
Yeah, yes, wait until you get your other... He still has a soul, right?
yes.
Yeah, so you wait till you get your other soul.
Well,
Almost.
wait, did he throw the Soulfire?
No, he has so far.
He runs 2 Soulfires, right? Yeah, I think this is the point where I just start throwing stuff just so you don't get a useless top deck.
On Ron's side, he has 4 cards left in his deck.
So second Fungal Mancer would be lethal if Ron doesn't armor up.
He goes for the Whispering, which I'm fine with. There's no way to clear it right now. And just... attacks? That should be fine. Yeah, that is fine.
Is eternal. My turn is
Yeah, armor 1 and +1, it's like plus attack 1 set.
Yeah, I like plus attack here.
Yeah, because he's gonna... Wow, Fungal Mancer
Yeah,
actually
what is
came off the
it?
top. Yep. And...
Soul firing a 1/1.
Yep. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, this Druid is almost out of resources.
UI is probably not going to be played. So I'm wondering if you just Savage Roar branching paths. Well, I think the Druid loses in fatigue now.
Honestly, I think you UI... Wait, no. UI puts you 2 in fatigue. You take 6 damage from it. That puts you down to... puts you down to 19. You're facing down 12 on board. I think you do UI and try to set up... like, hope your opponent gets careless and loses to Branching Savage. Right?
If you UI, you think you have to hit the 2/2, then
Yep.
otherwise you die to the hero power.
Yeah, you UI Arcane and just hope. No, UI face works. You gain 5 armor.
death is eternal.
But I'm saying the 2/2 plus hero power kills off your 5/5.
Right. I don't like this. The Warlock hero power is so much better than the Druid one. You have to go in, I feel like. UI becomes deader the longer the game goes.
That's not.
Yep, Kaliseth is not a great draw, but... I mean, the Warlock can just play Attrition right now. He has higher card quality remaining and a better hero power. I think
Okay.
well, Swipe is good, but...
Well, Swipe doesn't do anything.
I mean...
You push
Yeah.
one in the face, and
What's
I
left?
believe Ron's out of minions.
Yeah, what's left in his deck? He has 1 Soul of the Forest and 1,
Nourish? Wait, no.
1... Is his other UI in there?
No, he played 1 UI.
Okay, I have no idea. I should really start using my deck tracker for these.
I'm using the deck tracker, but I don't know what Ron puts in his deck. So.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 3-0, I think, now. I think he had to try going for the UI earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely should have gone for the UI earlier. If he UI double Arcane Tyrant, he actually has a board that wins with Savage Roar double branching, I think.
Oh, I think he could have gone for it now too.
I mean, now he's gonna take way too.
You get another 5/5 on board.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's over now.
I don't really think it matters where this
No,
power goes.
me neither.
But yeah, I guess that's even better since you have Keleseth.
Yep. Well, it's an unfortunate way to go out.
Out of cards.
And now it's just checkmate.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could give the reins of the Warlock to a rank 20 player and they would find a way to win.
Yeah. I don't even know if there's a way that... Okay, so let's see. Ron will take 15 damage if he UIs this turn.
That's true. Could you literally just pass for the rest of the game and win this game as Wesley?
What? Okay, I think he's playing this out, but you've got a 2/2 as your last minion.
Okay, let's say after you hero powered out the 2/2, right? I think you can actually just pass for the remainder of the game. It would be super BM but hilarious.
I think Ron should UI his own.
Yeah,
face.
yep.
Alright, the problem is here, the Druid hero power is a 3 damage swing.
And the Warlock hero power is a 6.
Yeah, and you're currently at the exact same health. And
Yeah.
your last 2 cards just draw cards for you.
Yep.
You're what, 3 deeper in fatigue?
No, like
Plus the
this
Warlock
is
has minions.
this is absolutely over. Which is very unfortunate. And I see you already put Wesley through in the bracket.
You win.
Just yeah, I didn't see a way that was
Yep.
that was changing there.
And, man, that's a huge shame because Ron definitely could have won that game if he just committed earlier to making a board that the Warlock couldn't kill. He had like you have so much burst from hand, but I think he